Hello. I don't know how to start this. Also, this chair makes so much noise, like honestly. So if you hear any sort of weird sound, no, it is not me farting, it is the chair. I feel like we are due a catch up. So I've got some new stuff that I really want to try, but then I've also got some things that I recently purchased that I've been loving. So the first thing that was sent in PR, I didn't buy this, was the Alumier Boost Serum. My skin is not in a good place right now. It was doing so well. In the beginning of the year, I had a treatment at the lovely clinic called a BBL Moxie. No, not the BBL you get on your behind. It's broadband light facials, right? This is meant to help with pigmentation, skin texture, all of that good stuff, giving you a glow. The actual process of it healing, you know, took around, I'd say 8 days for the skin to fully shed. There was a stage that it looked like coffee granules were on the skin. It really did help with pigmentation. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I have melasma. Throughout my whole entire life, I have been able to tan ridiculously easy. I don't even have to sit in the sun for too long. I'll get a tan. I literally walk my dogs and I come back tanned. Like, it is ridiculous. And I never really burn. The most that will maybe happen is I'll go red and then within a couple of hours or the next day, I'll be tanned again. It's always been that way. A lot of people in my family, we are the exact same. We naturally just have like olive tone to our skin. So anyway, last year or maybe 2 years ago, I think it was maybe when I was in Croatia, you know, I started to notice my top lip was getting darker, and then I was getting like patches of brown on my skin. I naturally have freckles, so in the sun they come out more. That is really nice. This is a moisture replenishing facial. Basically, the other day I used a vitamin C that I've never used before, and it's absolutely really messed up my skin. Got a spot here, spot there, and I've got little texture on my forehead. I'm just staying away from any sort of like vitamin C, vitamin A at the moment, and I'm just kind of just trying to hydrate my skin and work on its barrier because it's been disturbed. I'm so sorry guys, I'm flip-flopping on all my subjects right now. Please bear with me. I haven't done one of these in a long time. And I'm clearly eager to talk to you, but yeah, this is really nice, and that has made my skin feel gorgeous. First time using that because my skin is very dry. I'm going to go with the Rhode glazing mist. Around a year, 2 years ago now, I started to notice that my freckles were kind of merging into, let's say, a cluster, right? And then a few people said to me like, oh, you need to get your lips dissolved because you've got like darkness above it. And I literally hardly have any flipping filler in my lips now. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I really don't. I don't even have hardly anything there. It was pigmentation. So if you look, it's slightly bit there. I've got a bit on my cheeks, and I had this BBL Moxie. Obviously I got it done in the beginning of the year before summer arrived, and I was like, oh, I actually think this has really helped with getting rid of the brown spots on my face and just kind of helping pigmentation. I was like, okay, cool, this is actually working. Summer arrives, I'm wearing SPF 50, I'm taking orally tranexamic acid, which obviously helps with that as well, and all that stuff. I'm using actives to replenish my skin. I'm not even sitting in the sun. Like, the only time I'll go in the sun is if I am obviously walking my dogs, or I don't know, I'm walking around. Do you know what I mean? But even so, I have factor 50 on my face, guys. The sun just got my skin and I started getting patches. Anyway, I recently went to Greece. Also, this is the Armani Luminous Silk. This is beautiful. I believe they've reformulated this, and I used to love the original. I love this so much. It just looks gorgeous on the skin, and this shade is like absolutely perfect for me. 5.3. As you can see, it's quite a neutral one that pulls a little bit more golden. The only time I went in the sun is, of course, when I was in the swimming pool or in the sea. Every other time, I just sat in the shade, and whilst I was away, I started to notice I was getting patches on my skin, and it was like clusters here and here. And do you know what? This is actually the worst that it's ever looked, and I don't know whether that's because my skin was a bit more sensitive at this stage. I don't actually know, and it actually made me so sad because I went through all of that of having the BBL Moxie. I don't want to walk around with an umbrella or have to wear a hat. Like, it shouldn't be to that extreme that it stops me. Like, I want to be able to walk in the sunshine, do you know what I'm saying, without my skin reacting. I'm going to insert a photo of what my skin was looking like whilst I was sitting in the shade. I could just see the melasma was just getting so intense, guys. Like, it was really annoying me. I definitely think it's hormone related, you know, because as I'm getting older, I'm noticing my cycle is changing, how my body reacts is changing. So I definitely think it's hormone related. This is the Chanel Universal. I have recently gone back to using this, and I did a video on this Chanel one versus the number 7 one. They're so different. I honestly don't even understand why people say that they're alike. They're really not. The consistency, the formula, the result is just so different. The only thing that is similar with them is they're in a big dish. But I wanted to try it for myself because of course I kept seeing people online saying like, oh my god, this is like the Chanel one, this is a dupe, it's a fraction of the price, blah blah blah. And I'm like, they're not alike. They're both really lovely bronzers by themselves, but they're just not anything alike. I definitely think I'll do a BB on Moxie again in the future. Obviously, I always go to Dr Sarah Tonks. You guys might have heard me talk about her before. If you haven't, this could be like the first time you're ever seeing me on your screen. If so, hello, hi. But Dr Sarah Tonks is a doctor based in London. She is literally the only person I've ever been to. I get really scared about these things. Like, I'm the sort of person that, I'll be honest, I'll read up like the worst reaction you can get. And my brain will be like, oh, that's happening, you've got that, oh my god, look at that. And I do that all the time. Recently I had this thing done with her as well called gelane, right? I actually filmed her talking about what gelane is, so I might insert that so you can see.
So polylactic acids are having a bit of a moment, and gelane is a form of polylactic acid, but what makes it unique is the proprietary manufacturing process. Particles of gelane are very, very spherical, so it's really easy to inject. You've pretty much got absolutely no risk of having a nodule formed after you have gelane, and you don't have to massage afterwards like you do with some of the other products. It's got this really interesting quality where it makes your skin look more compact. So for example, when you're treating somebody who's maybe got like some flaccidity in the lower face, you know, you're just starting to get early jowls, even if you're just injecting it in the nasolabial fold, you will see an improvement in the skin quality all over the face. So you would see an improvement in the jowls as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I had that in my laugh lines, and oh my god guys, I swell so bad. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Concealer. Everyone and their mum was raving about it, so I bought it in duty free. You know, gotta save them pennies and save them pounds. I kind of low-key wish I got the shade 6. It's not sunny right now, it's actually such a gloomy grey rainy day, but I just know that it's gonna get really hot, and I do have a trip planned coming up where I'm going to be in the sunshine, and I just, like I said, I know I'm going to need the dark shade, but we keep it moving. Yeah, so gelane. I had it injected into my laugh lines, and what it does is it stimulates your own collagen, but it takes a little bit of time. And I was scared about this because I had heard mixed reviews about a thing called Sculptra, and Sculptra sometimes can create like little nodules. These brushes here that you see me use, they're from a brand called Rephrase or oh my god, I'm not good at pronouncing stuff. R-E-P-H-R. They're beautiful. They are so nice. When you're getting a biostimulator, which is going to stimulate your own collagen, it's not like filler that you could get dissolved. It's your own body producing its collagen. So depending on, you know, your age, will depend on how many sort of sessions you need. I was so swollen, and I was literally there thinking like, oh my god, what have I done? Like, is this normal? Like, I understand that you swell, but to swell this much, I literally looked like a hamster. I'm not exaggerating, an actual hamster, right? And then they were like, okay, you got to give it a couple of days and then it will go back to your normal self, because when they inject it with, I'm pretty sure, like a sterilized water, because it is a powder, so they have to mix it together. So because it was in my laugh lines, all this part of my face was so huge, yeah? I was like, why did you do this? You've done this so close to your wedding, you dumbass. So I was like, and then Sarah was right, because she always is right, and it did absolutely go down. But of course I was panicking. I'm panicking. Within the next sort of like maybe 2 months, my body will start to produce its own collagen, and naturally it's not going to be like a filler, it's not going to fill that area, but it's just going to help soften the area, because of course it's building its own collagen. There's another thing that I'm going to get a little top up of. I tried for the first time, and I really do want to do a Instagram video on it, because basically, look at me giving you literally an update on everything that I've done since I last saw you. I tried Sunakos for the first time. The reason I tried this is because also I'm getting married, and one thing I've always been so insecure of is my dark under eyes. Basically, it's like a vitamin sort of hyaluronic injection, and I tried it, and oh my god, I loved it so much that I definitely think I want to do a video on it, because I feel like so many people struggle with dark under eyes, that this could be something that I just feel like so many people would love. And it is so gentle, like it's not like a filler. I really feel like I've just been on my skincare game this year. I tried tretinoin, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I absolutely hated. I had so many breakouts, I was so dry, it literally just ruined my face, like not even exaggerating. This is the Dewy Bounce Seal and Setting Mist. Okay, that is the chair, not my arse. I'm gonna go in with the Mcgrath. No, that rhymed. That's my chair, not my arse. I'm gonna go in with Mcgrath. Okay, I'm having to use this shade because the baby pink one I haven't been able to get my hands on in so long. Also, they're not exactly cheap, so I kind of do want to make sure I get my money's worth. I feel like with any sort of thing that I get done, I'll always come on here and be absolutely transparent. In fact, I actually love making content around those sort of things because I personally find it so interesting, and I love seeing people's results. And I think it is because obviously with getting married, it's just made me kind of look into my routine a little bit more. I think picking who you go to these things for is so important, and I cannot stress enough, like every single thing you get done, there is a risk with everything. Did you know that we now have the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder in the UK? I'm actually going to do a little bit of a mixture, so I'm going to put the Maybelline one on the outer corner and then the Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom, just because this one is a little bit lighter and this one is a bit more pink. Can you see? I actually did work with them for a TikTok, so this is not sponsored. I worked with them on TikTok and I was so happy and just so proud to be able to work with Maybelline on this. Like, what the hell? I just felt so like honored when they reached out to me. I was like, oh my god, they want to work with me. So if you haven't seen that or you didn't watch it, please go and give it some love and support, because I was just so happy and felt so proud that they even reached out to me. Do you know what I mean? There's so many influencers. See what I'm saying? It has that pinky look. There's so many influencers that do this job now, so when like a brand reaches out to you, I do genuinely feel like so flattered. You hear my dog snoring? I'm gonna take a little bit of Laura Mercier powder just for my under my jaw here and my laugh lines. So we had a UK family Sten. So Sten is stag and hen combined. I feel like in the US, because I know some of my audience are from the US, it's like your bachelorette, but we are doing something separate to what we're doing with our family. So we basically wanted to have a little family sort of Sten meal just to celebrate that the wedding is super near. Our nieces and nephews can get involved as well. So I bought this in Greece in their airport, and oh my god, the woman was really feisty, you know, like she actually jarred me. So I was queuing up to pay for this. There was a queue, there was 2 cashiers, and then a woman who worked in duty free was talking to this couple. Anyway, I'm standing there looking, and the woman at the cashier waves me to come over, so I walk over. The woman who's talking to the couple intervenes, steps in front of me, and she goes, "Excuse me, can you see that we are here?" I said, "Yes, I can see, but that lady just called me over." And then she just went and started talking to the lady. Obviously I couldn't understand what they were saying. I can see there was a little bit of tension between them, and then the cashier obviously continues scanning it, whatever, and then the woman just stands there staring at me proper, like, you know, and I thought, I just want to buy my bronzer, hun. Anyway, I got the shade Toasty. I recently bought this because this one is really matte and it isn't too warm, and I really want to try one that isn't too warm because I also recently bought the Rare Beauty one. Oh, I just don't know whether it's my skin, but I feel like it's coming off a little bit patchy on me. Loads of the girlies were hyping it up and I'm just not loving it. Like, how nice does that look? It doesn't look too harsh. It doesn't look too warm. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna buff off that powder now. Gosh, I feel like because I haven't spoken to you in so long, I feel like a very overly excited friend who's like, you know, because I haven't actually sat down and done a video like this in a while. And obviously I do like talking, get rid of me's on TikTok, but I still do try to keep those not too long, whereas I feel like on YouTube I can just talk forever, and here we are. And if you don't like chatty videos, then sorry honey, this one is not for you, and you probably didn't even make it this far. However, if you like a little good old chit chat, then you're the one still here. This blusher from Haus Labs, which is Pomelo Peach. Beautiful. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so we had a little meal and it was really cute because my mum ordered these really nice cakes. My sister got us all these games to play. She was like our host, and I did actually post about that on my Instagram. I feel like Insta's where I share a lot more like daily life updates, like everything. I feel like Instagram is quite a little personal app for me. Like I'm really share a lot on there, if you know what I mean. This is the older Jordana Tica blushes, but this shade here, which is Apeachiate You, is like my favorite. I'm gonna be so sad when this finally goes. Then I put this one kind of like as the gradient onto my cheeks. I'm gonna use Rare Beauty Enjoy. Everyone loves these and they are so pretty. I literally never travel with this though, because these break and crumble so easy. This is a peaches and cream brush on the tops of the cheekbone. Are there any new products that have come into your life that you absolutely love? Rhode glazing milk. I actually use this quite a lot in between steps because it just adds a bit more hydration to my skin, and I don't know, just really love it. This palette is so expensive, but I'm definitely getting my money's worth. This is the Ethereal Eyes. Obviously you probably heard about it now. It is a staple in his collection, so it isn't actually going anywhere, whereas when he first released it, it was a limited edition. Those colors are just like my everyday vibe, so I'm going to create something using these. The really light sort of neutral shade I use so much in this palette because the color story is so good for taking it from day to night. I feel like I just do my makeup, or my eye look should I say, ridiculously quick with this. I'm using the pinky shade from the palette and I'm taking that a little bit higher, so you just see the sort of tones there. Using the matte creamy shade now. Got a little matte eyeshadow in there as a brightening one, makes such a difference. I want to take the one that everyone loves the most, which is this one. It kind of looks like a wet eyeshadow. That is stunning. These gold ones though, very lacking. It's so pretty and soft. I love it. I love it a lot. I'm gonna put on some eyelashes now. Eylure 214. What else is new? I have got back into a little bit of boxing and pad work. Many people probably wouldn't know this, to be fair, but all throughout my life, pretty much like growing up, I have done on and off like different types of like martial arts growing up from a child, and then I kind of dipped in and out, and then in my adult years I kind of didn't do it as much. However, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen a story or you might have not, but I was followed in December by men. That situation just kind of like made me just think I'm going to get back into self-defense and, you know, learning something again. When I was super little, I did judo. Then I did Jeet Kune Do in secondary school with my stepsister. We did that for a year. That is Bruce Lee's martial art, for those of you who have no idea what that is. Then during COVID times, I did a bit of boxing slash kind of like CrossFit-y vibes, I guess, with a few girls. And then recently I got back into boxing and pad work. I love the feeling of feeling strong after a workout. Like honestly, it gives me such a high. Yeah, when I was followed, it was absolutely horrific, and there was more than one guy and they were all working together, and it really kind of put things into perspective. Like, wow, there is so many of these mental men walking around. It's actually crazy how much I'm hearing of this sort of stuff recently, so it's a lot, you know, but we're not going to get into that because I was really happy to sit down and talk to you guys, and I don't really want to talk about that, if you know what I mean, but I'm just obviously giving you updates, and yeah, I don't really want to talk about that right now, so we're gonna move on. Sorry, this eyelash is not really sticking down. Like, what is going on? Also, my dad's birthday is coming up, and I don't know about you, but dads are so hard to buy for, aren't they? Whilst that dries down, I'm gonna go in with Makeup by Mario Smoky Pink. I honestly was like, what do I get him? Like, he's so hard to get for. So I decided I was gonna do a little bit of like a hamper and just put things together for him and just make it a little bit more thoughtful. So I also ordered some like health things as well from like Holland and Barrett. I've also put a little aftershave in there, you know, little things. I love this lip colour because it's really similar to my own lip colour, but just that bit darker. I feel my coffee's wearing off. I feel like I'm slowly going oh my god, another thing actually, I've tried like loads of natural sort of remedies to help me sleep, will help with like relief the symptoms of like anxiety, and one thing that I've really been loving, and I actually think they help, are these Calms lavender tablets. Now I know that it's just lavender, and I'm not gonna lie, the only thing they do is they actually do make me burp up lavender, which isn't the greatest, but there's worse things your burp can smell of, do you know what I mean? They actually do make me feel a bit more chill. I don't know whether it's like more of a placebo effect because I'm like, I've taken a tablet to help, but genuinely they make me feel so much more relaxed and a little bit more calmer, hence the name. Look at that. I didn't want to look at actual medications. I just didn't want to go down that route. I take enough stuff to do with my endometriosis. I don't need another thing. Do you know what I mean? This is Fast Lane by Nars, and it's an afterglow lip balm. Guys, this is so nice. It's so creamy. It reminds me of the YSL ones. Look at that. Oh, how gorgeously pink and juicy does it make the lips look. Also, I did feel in my eyebrows off camera. I think my eyelashes are dry, so I'm going to use this from Makeup Revolution. I feel like I've given you guys such a full update. I feel like I've had a bit of an MOT. Okay, we are done. This is the makeup look complete. I love it. It looks so soft. I've loved catching up with you guys. If you've loved this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. It just lets me know that you've enjoyed the content. Typical YouTube talk, yada yada yada. You get what I'm saying. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.